Hello guys, welcome back to Drummer Tutorials. Today I'm going to be showing you how to assemble and disassemble a standard drum kit. In today's video I'm just going to be showing you how to put things in the correct standard place. You can adjust it if you want. So for this video I'll not be showing you how to assemble a cymbal or a hi-hat, but I will do another separate video based on assembling certain items. So yeah, today's video it's literally just going to be where to place stuff if you just want like a standard playing setup. So let's go right into it. Okay, so the first piece of equipment you should probably set up is the bass drum. So quick one, just say this sticker did not come included, this was a private purchase. But yeah, bass drum. I've left the foot pedal on for now. I will be doing another separate video showing you how to equip an actual foot pedal onto the bass. But as you can see, it's got all towels inside. This really just dampens the sound and makes it not as loud. Also, sometimes makes it sound quite nice. So yeah, bass drum, like the main key. So set this up first because you'll basically be building your kit around this piece. And quickly, I just want to say all these little holes because I've had my kit set up for quite a while, so they've all left marks on the floor, so it's kind of easy to see where I need to place my stuff. But you should get like a standard idea. Right, next is the snare, and we're just going to start with like all the standard pieces really. Right, okay, so the snare, it comes on a tri-stand, as you can see from the 3 pegs at the base and the 3 holder clips at the top. This is where you're going to be resting your snare on. So basically, you literally want to be putting your snare like next to your bass drum, basically. I'll come and give you a close-up in a second, but you want to put it quite close because it's going to be easier to hit later on. I'll show you up close now. You can see here's the bass drum pedal, and then the snare holder is literally right there. We then take the actual snare drum, this one. You can tell which one's the snare because it will usually have this middle corrugated bit on the bottom and it makes like a rattling sound. That gives the snare its like, what's the word? Well, it gives it a sound which you'll recognise. Yeah, and there's also a little shift at the bottom here where if you flick it, it removes the metal off the bottom, giving it a more like tom sound. That's right, when it's rested down it will anyway, because the metal will have space to drop. But yeah, so to set it up, you literally want to take it over to your tri-stand and just place it on in line with the peg. Make sure all the pegs go over so it can properly hold it in place. I'll show you now. So yeah, as you can see, I've got one peg there, one peg there, and another peg there at the back. This literally just keeps it in place, so when you're hitting it, it's not going to fall off at all. Right, next up is the hi-hat, probably one of the most important qualities of a drum kit. So yeah, this is a necessity. So for the hi-hat, you want to take it and put it next to your snare drum, as these two are usually played together most of the time. I say usually because, you know, you can shake it up a bit. But yeah, put it next to the snare and make sure it's in within a nice distance so you can get both of your feet on the pedals for when you're playing. I'll give you an example now. What I mean by both your feet on the pedals is you want to be able to have this on here and have this on here at the same time, basically. Because usually you're going to be using bass and open and close hi-hat pedal quite frequently. But yeah, the hi-hat is very confusing, and I'm going to be doing another video on how to set that up. Yeah, look out for that. Right, so that's the main part of the kit. If you're just starting off, This is literally all you need to just get like the basics down for playing. But next we're going for toms. Okay, wait. Okay, so there was quite a few different types of toms you can use. But the first two I'm going to be showing you are the ones which go on top of the bass drum, just here. Okay, so the toms really go there. To hold them in, most of the time, I will take the toms off eventually, but right now they just don't want to come off. They're held together by like a little fork thing, as you can see in the middle where my hand is. They're held together by that, and then they've got a couple of ball joints in the middle which helps them to turn whenever you want them to. Now to connect it into the bass drum, you need a peg. One of these things, yeah. This peg, and basically it screws in through the side. Yep, so this peg screws in the side there once the fork has been placed in. So yeah, I'm going to do that now. Right, so we're just going to grab our fork here, make sure the toms are facing the right way, and you can tell this because the ball joints should be facing you, and so should the skin of the drums. Right, so you literally slide it in and let it go down to the height that you want it to be. So I'll have mine about here. I might adjust that later, maybe. Then you get your peg, you stick in the little hole I showed you before, and then you spin it clockwise. If you're from my angle, it's clockwise anyway. Or there's another saying you could use, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. It may sound cheesy, but it's really helpful, as you know, it just helps you with placing these things in the right spot, actually, because sometimes they're quite a pain. Right, so that looks good. Oops, wrong way. Righty-tighty. Right, there we now. Now I'm going to get on the floor tom. Right, so the floor tom. The biggest of toms, this is the final tom you need in a standard kit. You can get many more, as you've probably seen YouTubers, or like just band people. They have quite a few toms on their kit, to be fair. And yeah, I'll show you how it goes. So with your floor tom, you want to take it and place it to the right of when you're sitting down to your bass drum. Still get it quite close, so it's going to be easy for when you're going around to actually hit it. And let me just like put it in the right way to match up with my playing style. There we go, like that. I'll show you a close up now. But yeah, here it is. There's the bass drum and the toms and the snare and the hi-hat. There's the floor tom literally next to it. The seat's going to be about where my foot is, so it's nice and easy to reach around and get all of these things. Next is a cymbal. This cymbal also comes with a tom. I don't even know what this tom's called. Right, that's the high tom, low tom, floor tom. I don't know what this one's called. I'm just going to call it a medium tom for now. So yeah, my crash, this is a crash cymbal. One, you can tell by it, it's written, and two, usually with the location it's placed. Right, so the crash cymbal, we're on a different angle of the drum kit right now, and literally, it's going to be going in front of your hi-hat, really. So your hi-hat's here, yeah? The crash is going to be like here, literally right in front of it, so it's nice and easy to hit. Okay, that might have just blocked your view a bit, but I'll show you an angle now. There you go, there's your crash cymbal all set up with your medium tom, as we're calling it. Yep, all looks pretty good now. Next, another cymbal. The next cymbal is a ride cymbal. This cymbal is very eye-catching, as it's rather large, as you can see. It's quite a big cymbal, and it makes quite a distinct noise. Yeah, like that, and yeah. It'll mostly come with the name written on the actual cymbal, like the crash did. So, just tighten this up so it doesn't fall again. So this literally just goes in front of your floor tom, next to your bass and toms. So I just put this in place now. That goes there, there, there. Okay, so it should be like, it can overhang your floor tom if you want. Here, I'll give you a close up. So yeah, as you can see, mine sort of overhangs on my floor tom. That's just the way I like it, because it's nice and easy to hit. You can have it wherever you want. I've seen some people have it like up here, so like it's in between their toms. But I mean, I tried it and I'm not too keen. I quite like the feel of it just being quite like there, basically. Next part of the drums, probably the least important but the most fun one to play, the cowbell. Now the cowbell is not used very often, sorry, and it makes a really weird noise. If we just get a stick now and just hit the yellow, it makes quite a recognisable sound, one that's not like heard through any other things. And this, oh, it's so easy to place. This again is back over by our hi-hat. So if we take it around here, I'll show you another angle in a minute. But your hi-hat's here. The way I have it sort of wrapped around one of the legs of my hi-hat. So it kind of comes under the actual cymbal. So I'll show you now. But yeah, I have the leg of the cowbell wrapped over the leg of the hi-hat. And then that way it just kind of comes under the hi-hat. It's very easy to hit as well. Like if you're playing here, you can literally just go down there if you want to hit it, and it's a really easy piece to hit. Finally, the most important part, the drum stool. Without this, you wouldn't be able to play, because you can't exactly play standing up now, can you? The drum stool, well, you all know where the drum stool goes. Drum stool goes right there in the middle where we left the gap, and yeah, that completes it. But you can also add decorations to your drums. As you've already seen, I have a little sticker here under my logo. But you can decorate the background as well. I have AP systems. It helps me when I'm doing covers because I can hear the music. Sometimes I like to leave my sticks just resting on the snare there, as you can see from my profile pic of my YouTube channel. I also have a tuning key. I'm going to be showing you how to use this in a separate video, but this I tend to leave on the floor tom, as it's a nice big tom. So yeah, there's lots of space. Also on the floor tom, I leave another thing. I use ear defenders so I don't go deaf. But as you can see up there on top of my AP, along with some sticks and a spring, I have a lot of sets, and this is the one I'm currently using. So when I'm currently using them, I will lay them on the floor tom, so they're easy to put on. But yeah, that's it. And finally, if you have loads of drumsticks spare or music or anything, there's a little thing I like to do. Now, if you don't have one of these things, which most people probably won't, I've forgotten what it's called right now, it'll come to me, I'll write it during editing. I leave it like that underneath, although it's supposed to be played from the top. I leave it there, and I take my drumsticks, okay? So I just take them. No matter if they're odd or not, I've got a couple of pair of odd sticks where some have broken, some haven't. I take the sticks, and I just leave them in there like that. Take these, I'll explain what these are in another video. Here's a little preview. Yeah, them. Yeah, take these, put them in there as well if you want. I mean, it's really for playing, but it's got many other uses, and it saves cramming space down there, like where I used to store them. But yeah, students, thank you for watching my tutorial on how to set up a drum kit. If you have enjoyed, please don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, comment anything else I should do, and this is my first video, so show the channel some love by going to subscribe. It would really help out, and I will see you in the next shoot in a bit, peeps.